Reptiles Unplugged.
I'm John Feely of Feely's Clutch, and you are watching Reptiles Unplugged.
This is Will Rose from Royal Canadian Reptiles, and you're watching Reptiles Unplugged.
Guys, it's KB Reptiles.
Team Helga.
Team Beard.
And you're watching
Reptiles Unplugged.
It's Justin from Jacob Luck Reptiles, and you're watching Reptiles Unplugged.
Nick with Renowned Reptiles here, and you're watching Reptiles Unplugged.
It's your boy Harry Wayne from Royal Canvas Exotics, and you're tuning into Reptiles Unplugged.
You're Triple B, and you're watching Reptiles Unplugged.
What's going on, everybody? All right, so here we go, right? Another Wednesday in the books. I'm Joel from State 48 Exotics, and Adam is to, I think, my right.
I'm over here someplace. Hey, what's up, everybody?
You're around. You're around. You're there, man. Trust me, you're there.
But who do we have with us tonight?
Yeah, so BP Collector, right? So here he is. The long overdue, I feel like, interview. I've been wanting to get you on this show for a really long time, and I'm glad to finally have you, man.
Definitely, man. Thank y'all so much again for having me. I definitely appreciate it. Definitely. So grateful.
Yeah, man. Well, yeah. We're grateful you could take some time to sit here and basically just get harassed for an hour. And,
right.
Go on from there.
I'm excited.
Tonight's special roast. No, joking.
Yeah,
no.
Yeah. So, and to begin,
we're changing up the format. No.
Yeah.
I'm super excited, Sean. Man, your posts lately, your activity on social media has really kind of drawn me into kind of who you are. And I know a lot of people out there want to know more about you, man. You want to tell us a little bit about yourself and, kind of how you got into this, how long you've been doing it and all that?
So a little about me. I'm married, 4 kids. My wife is in the Coast Guard. As y'all know, I just retired from the Coast Guard medically after 13 years. And if y'all want to, we can dive into that deeper later on if you want. Like I said, I'm an open book, so I don't mind discussing anything.
Right.
Sure. So I got into reptiles when I was probably when I was around 6 or 7. Back when my dad was in the picture, he would take me fishing, and he would go fishing, and I would have my little net trying to catch turtles.
Right.
So
right.
So what I did was I would catch little turtles, bring them home, keep them for a day, and take them back and release them. Now we call it catch and release, but that's what I would do. So I've had red ear sliders, snapping turtles. I mean, you name it. So that kind of opened the door to everything. I got a chameleon. I've had crested geckos. And I got my first ball python in December of 2017 after begging my wife for a few months. You know what I mean? She kind of, went ahead and said, go ahead, you can get just one.
Right.
Just one.
Right. It's always just one.
Yeah. Got my first.
What area of the country were you doing your childhood herping in?
Oh, I'm actually from Georgia. I'm from Atlanta.
Okay.
That's home for me. Yeah,
cool.
That's home.
Yes, you had a bunch of wildlife out there to go and explore. Something that'd eat you probably every once in a while too.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, like they have you have gators there and everything else like that, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
The water moccasins and everything, man. I never forget my dad's little pistol every time we go fishing because the water moccasins were so bad where we went. So yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
So
crazy, man. No, that's cool.
I didn't want no parts of that.
Ooh, dude, no.
Yeah.
No. That's how I grew up too. I summertimes growing up when I was young, I'd go out to Utah, work on a ranch out there. And I mean, you bathe in the stream, but you definitely keep a gun by you because I mean, there are wild things that walk up on you. You know what I mean? And,
you're not number one food chain in the wild anymore.
Not anymore.
Not anymore, man.
Yeah.
I totally understand that. Not too far here, so. Well, cool. So 2017, you got your first ball python.
Yep.
Gotta know what it was.
A bumblebee. I was still new. It was definitely an impulse buy. Me and my wife and my kids went, and they was like, "Oh my gosh, you got to get that one." Just the yellow and the black. And that was my introduction to ball pythons. Was my bumblebee. He was pretty chill.
That's what, probably like 10 years ago. I mean, that was the snake to have, man. So those are really pretty snakes. That was like one of the first snakes I had ever seen that I was like, oh wow, I didn't even like this is what ball pythons can look like. Like this is crazy, you know. So
Dude,
that's
for sure.
cool. Snake.
Yeah. I remember seeing the bumblebees at some of my first shows too, and I really wanted one. Like that was like the most awesome snake I'd saw. That was still when they were a couple grand actually.
Wow.
Like,
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm
can't even
saying.
imagine. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I remember,
it was
like-
cool, you know, because that was the ball python that helped my wife get over a fear of snakes. So
Right.
it
Oh,
was,
that's cool.
yeah, it was pretty cool. Yeah, I for my whole family, you know, that was their first introduction into snakes. So I think it was an experience for everybody.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So become a little ambassador for you then.
Right. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. So I have to ask you, because I have a few snakes. Well, actually, I won't lead the question. Would you ever sell that snake?
To be honest, I did.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
did?
Okay.
I
Yeah.
did. Yeah. I mean, I'm an open book. I did. And
Yeah.
I think Joe's going to bring that question up in a little bit, and it's a reason why I did. It's a reason.
Right.
So
well, I
yeah,
mean, that was when we had spoken with Ozzy on here. We were talking about the Orange Dream, the very first Orange Dream that he ever had, and he doesn't have it anymore either. And I think it's a lot of those same reasons. But yeah, we'll get to more of those reasons in the future. But yeah,
I don't think either way is right or wrong.
It
Definitely.
isn't. Yeah, that's the thing.
right.
Like,
You
But
know,
you know what? My wife was pissed. Like, because for
that's why I
her,
haven't sold mine. Because Mrs. Beach Bum's like, you cannot sell these ones over
right?
here.
Yeah.
right.
Because for
Yeah.
her, it was like that was her first introduction, and she actually was attached to him. But I didn't realize it was that bad though. I didn't really think she cared about, the snakes and all that. But yeah, she was pretty. Yeah.
Yeah. Wasn't your best move, I guess, so far?
No.
Right. Yeah. Fair enough. That makes sense.
Yeah.
No, I agree though. Kirsty here, she would do the same thing on a couple of them. So
Right.
it's what can you do? But it's it's
Right.
because it's weird to say, but some of them are more than just pets, really. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
you definitely have an attachment to them. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Definitely. Yeah. Yep. Definitely. That wasn't easy to do. It definitely wasn't easy to do.
Right.
Yeah, I bet. Right. The decision was probably hard. Yep.
But right.
Yeah.
Enjoy you adjusting your camera. Adjust it the opposite way you were going in it, and you'll center yourself. There you go, bud. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
There you go.
Right.
Cool. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to get in the middle of the frames. Yeah, this is all stuff you guys want to hear about, but the frame is like a little off on my end for I think what's getting shown. So I was trying to get in it. Anyways, that was good conversation. So ball pythons. But so you got your first snake that brought you into the deep end, and then now where was what'd you do between first snake and let's say snake number 5? Like how did your collection evolve between just that number? I guess.
You know what?
Yeah. Okay.
I blame it on Morph Market.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah.
It's so crazy. I had no idea how huge this community was. I had no idea how many different morphs there were. I had no clue, no idea. I went to the reptile shop to get my bumblebee. I only saw 15 ball pythons. So I was like, it's okay. I'm gonna get my first snake as a pet.
Right.
Man, a buddy of mine, sick with it. Ball pythons.
Yeah.
Instagram.
Follow him.
Yeah, that's a good buddy of mine. He's kind of like my mentor. He's been helping me out a lot, a lot, man, a lot. So, he told me about Morph Market, and the rest was history.
Yeah, and there you were, right?
Yeah. I mean, I stayed in the doghouse. Yeah.
Well, I get out, man. You already know what you're gonna make. You're gonna make another decision like that. So I mean, why even leave?
Yeah. And it's funny because I always tell my wife, "This is the last one. It's the last one. This is it. It's the last one." Every single time.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. It's always the last one, man.
Yeah, she doesn't even care. She's like, what? Yeah, it's whatever.
Yeah.
That's your hobby.
Yeah, she lost. She's
yeah.
There's bigger fights for her to fight for. I'm sure. Yeah, that's the normal significant other rationale as this keeps just developing and developing.
Yeah, but you know,
That's
though, I'm
good.
definitely grateful for her because, you know, happy wife, happy life. And she could have easily shut everything down,
Yeah, yeah,
you know.
absolutely.
So I know she's watching. I think she's upstairs doing my daughter's hair, but they're watching on the TV. So, babe, shout out to you. I
Right.
really appreciate you. I
Oh,
got
yeah.
this whole room, man. Like, I got my own reptile room, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah,
Wow.
how silly is that, dude? Right?
And they have
crazy.
family support. Yeah, that's amazing to have family support like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? For sure.
Necessary. I would say necessary. It's very necessary for everybody to be supporting all of this because, dude, this takes a lot of time. This takes
Yeah,
time
it
away
does.
from everybody, you know, like, and then like look what we're doing right here. This is outside, really, of caring for the snakes, and we're gonna
Right.
blow an hour doing this. So it's everybody on board is we need it for sure.
Right. Most definitely.
Yeah, so cool. So, all right. I always like to ask, kind of at what point after your first ball python did you think like, all right, I wanna breed some ball pythons, and I think I'm gonna take a stab at actually buying some animals that are a little bit more like investment, level type animals. How long did that take for you?
To be honest, man, up until about 3 months ago is really when the light bulb went off, you know.
Right, right.
Honestly, shout out to Miguel. Like his first investment video he did on this vlog, like it was already in my head, but when he put that out, I was just like, that kind of like really inspired me to really go ahead and think about an aspect of investment, aspect. So
Right.
when I first started, man, I was doing a lot of impulse buying. I didn't know that I should have started with females first. Again, I was new. I'm still new, So
Right, right.
Yeah.
and when I realized that I want to start breeding, that's when I started doing more research, and I realized I need to be getting females because females take a lot longer than males to get ready.
Dude, right, right.
And that was like a year ago. It was a year ago when I really figured that out. Because I was just impulse buy. I wasn't really thinking about it from a breeder aspect. I was just like, I want to have like a collection, just have something to show off, and just my hobby.
Right, right.
Right.
So yeah, definitely.
I mean, yeah, it takes an interesting turn, and now that you're kind of saying, it's been about 3 months of, because I know you just picked up a pretty impressive animal just recently, and so it's kind of, I guess I was just gonna say it's a dangerous road now, man. So watch out.
Yeah, right. I'm definitely all in now.
Yeah,
I'm
dude,
definitely.
it gets dangerous because now, and then it's even more dangerous after that like first breeding season where you're like, oh wow, like we we sold some snakes here. This is kind of like going in the right direction. And then it's like, okay, I can do this. I want to do this. And yeah,
Definitely. Yeah,
it's fun, man.
and I gotta say, man, this community has been amazing. Like, so I'm gonna go into how I got introduced into like the community. It was actually horrible.
Right. Okay. Okay.
I actually was discouraged. I actually almost decided to not even do it based off my first introduction. I'm not gonna lie, and it was Facebook.
Right. Yeah.
Facebook kind of put a bad taste in my mouth. I got involved in some groups on there, just trying to ask. I was new, asking questions, and I asked a simple question of, is it okay to raise my humidity in my tubs when they go in the shed? And oh man, they went in on me. Like,
right.
went in just because I was new. I'm trying to do what's best for my reptiles. I figured I would get some help. Man, it was bad. Like, I mean, zero help. Everybody just bashed me. Like,
isn't that weird, man? Like, what?
It is, man.
How did you even get bashed though? Yeah, what did they bash you on? Like, that doesn't even make sense.
People are trying to compare it to the wild, saying, well, in the wild, ball pythons don't get extra humidity. You just gotta make sure your humidity is always 100%, 24/7. And if you can't figure it out, then you don't need to be in this hobby.
Right,
man, it was like,
yeah,
crazy,
they
man.
attacked your entire husbandry
Right.
skills based on
Man.
like, dude, should I bump up my humidity? No,
That's what
F
I'm
you.
saying.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's crazy, man. So it's just like,
Oh man.
Facebook, man. But for Instagram, though, like Instagram was kind of where I gravitated towards, and that just really like, Instagram has been amazing. So,
Dude, I love Instagram. Yeah, I didn't even do the Facebook thing. I feel like I always get made fun of for that, but I was just I was personally like just being on Facebook like with a personal account. It just started like heading in this direction where everybody has an opinion and their opinion is the only right one. And I was just like, dude, this is heading in a weird area. So when I got the social media stuff, I didn't even do the Facebook thing. So I've never been involved, I guess, with any of the forums, but I've never heard anybody say, "Wow, I am so glad I was in that group on Facebook."
Yeah, and that's my thing. Like, there's more than one way to do something right, and
Dude,
it's crazy. But it is what it is, man. Obviously I'm still here, so
yeah, right.
Yeah.
You won.
I mean, but good for you, right? Because
right.
There's probably other people, a lot of them out there that maybe got jumped on, and then thought to themselves, "Wow, like I see all these beautiful snakes, but I don't want to be involved in a community that's going to treat me like this." You know what I mean? Like, that's sad to me. I mean, and on a business standpoint, that's a complete miss. Holy cow! You just eliminated somebody that would be participating in all of this. What are you thinking?
Yeah.
God, man, yeah, I know. It's kind of one of those. I struggle with it. Like, when we kind of pulled up before this a couple days ago and we were talking, I hardly go on Facebook anymore. Just if I do, it's mainly just to see what my friends are posting and kind of some comments around that, and then, like, there's a few groups, like I like some of the project groups, like the puzzle ball python group. Some of the individual kind of smaller groups, it seems like you still kind of get that good interaction. But some of the big ones that have 20 some plus thousand members, man, it's really toxic in some of those groups. And I just
Keyboard warriors, man, they are feisty out there, dude. Feisty.
Yeah.
They do not play around with their all their PhDs and everything else they have.
Man, it's crazy, but yeah.
I like to pop popcorn and sit back and read through the comments.
Yeah, no kidding, man.
But it's funny though, man, because I was kind of already over Facebook, but that was kind of icing on the cake for me, man. So I'm completely off. I'm not even on Facebook anymore. Just too much drama, man. I'm good. So I enjoy YouTube and Instagram. It keeps me plenty busy. So yeah.
That was an interesting thing you kind of brought up too. There was when you said, there's 100 ways to do this. There's more than 100 ways to do this, and I feel like that often gets taken away. Like, is my humidity at perfect temperatures 100% of the time here in Arizona? Absolutely not. There's no humidity here. So, like, humidity raises when they shed. I raise the humidity when they shed. I start misting them down. I start doing all that stuff. So, I mean, and they're great. We've had 6 clutches here, and everybody's eating and growing, and nobody's sick. So there's a lot of ways to do this.
It is, man. I see so many people that actually they raise their humidity when their snakes going in the shed. So it's just like,
not a undone, like, people do that for sure, right? And what's crazy too, to think of it, even to kind of throw their logic back to them, is what you think that snake is stationary its entire life and just exist in this perfect. No, if the snake's going in the shed, it will seek out higher humidity areas.
Right.
Guaranteed.
Right. Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, man.
It's what it needs, and so us as reptile keepers, we do our best to emulate what they have kind of out in nature, right? As far as, like, you don't have to have a naturalistic tub or enclosure per se, but, like, you're targeting, roundabout areas in humidity, temperature, a gradient, these things that they need to digest their food and to live a life. So, I mean, sometimes there's going to be adjustments, and that may be boosting humidity. Right?
Yeah, it's not going to be perfect. Yeah.
But I have some areas of my room, and I think it's maybe because of airflow, they don't get quite the same airflow. So I actually have to put smaller water containers in there instead of a larger one. And that helps me kind of, control humidity, because if I use larger ones over there, I notice the sides of the tub start sweating a lot, right? And for me here next to the coast, I don't need that, right? Because I'm always right about that 60-70% humidity just with the air around here.
Yeah.
So it's where you're at, what you're doing. Just learn your animal. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Exactly, man. Close to that.
Yeah, there we go. So I guess to kind of switch gears, I feel like a lot of people for the most part, kind of know a lot of your direction, like in your collection and stuff like that. But let's talk projects, man. What's kind of your favorite project, or what you're shooting for? You know, what's the future of BP Collector?
So as everybody knows, my foundation is ultra male, ultra male, ultra male, ultra male. I love it. Like when I first saw it, man, like I had to have it. You know, even the price was steep at the time, but at that point I was already all in. You know, so definitely ultra male is my foundation. I'm working with some Desert Ghost, Clown. I got some hypo. Got some Kodoms in here. Got a little bit of pie. But yeah, I got Orange Dream. I gotta have Orange Dream. That's a must. So yeah, I guess at some point everything's gonna kind of just intertwine. But I really want to really do a lot of ultra male. And as y'all know, I picked up that confusion from Justin. So I got that confusion that he's pounding food, like pounding food. Yeah,
that's crazy. Was that a male that you snagged from him? Or is it
it's female?
Female. Okay. Yeah. I thought it was female. Yeah. Female. Confusion. Yeah. She's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Dude,
that was so cool that
Ultraman
Ultraman, man. So definitely gonna see how things go, and I'm constantly, revamping things and building my collection. But yeah, definitely got some big plans though. Definitely.
Right. Yeah, and so with the Ultramel, I believe you're trying to go the clown route, right?
Yeah. So honestly, for me, that's probably one of my biggest goals. Is like for me, I know it's been done already, and it's not for me. It's not about having the world's first. I love Ultramel, I love Clown, and I seen what's his name, Marco Mendez. I might be checking his first name up. So yeah, I saw his Ultramel Clowns, and man, that's goal for me to hatch out my Ultramel Clowns here. And that's the goal. But I'm trying to get my male. I have a male Ultramel Het Clown. He's ready. He's producing sperm, but he's still a rookie, man. So I'm trying to teach him my ways. How to get in there and get the job.
Let him get in there. I like it, dude.
Because I got 4 kids, so I know what I'm doing. So
right. That man needs to learn, dude.
Yeah. So yeah.
That's gonna be a project, though, dude. Oh man, Ultramel Clowns, and then Confusion Ultramels, dude. You got some really
hypo. Yeah, man. Puzzle's been catching my eye, man. Like,
dude, yeah. I think Puzzle's gonna be, I think it's gonna be fundamental soon. I think it's. I feel like some of the combos that are coming out this year, that we haven't really seen yet, that we'll probably see at Tinley. Dude, I feel like it's gonna blow people away.
I'm over Puzzle.
Yeah, you're done. Send me your puzzle stuff. I'm growing up with a couple girls, so I'll be ready.
Oh, for sure, man. I think, and that's what's fun. I don't know about you guys, but when I look on Morph Market and Instagram and stuff like that, like I get so excited when I see people elevating like the projects to these crazy avenues, right? And then, you try and take that and you're like, all right, well, I got this in my collection. How can I put a spin on that that's just going to make it?
Yeah.
And like, it just like, it reinvigorates me, all the time just to kind of keep going at it. So, what's your, other than the kind of like the Ultramel Clown, what incomplete dominant gene do you want to bring into that, like full blown? I know we talked about Confusion, but like next level, something that you haven't like told people before.
But I think it's a sleeper gene, and I'm my buddy of mine. Apply Pressure Reptiles. Me and him do a collab together. And honestly, the paint gene's been catching my eye. Paint gene, man.
Paint's really good.
For working with it, man. The paint gene is really catching my eye.
Yeah. That graffiti pied. We were talking about that. The super paint pied. That's a cool snake, man. That's a cool snake.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I haven't fully committed to it yet, but it's definitely on my radar.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah. I think that's a
Yeah.
cool gene, man, and I don't think a lot of people are committing to it yet. And,
Yeah, I don't think so. So, what's one aspect of that gene that you kind of see? I always kind of like to get people's opinion on this that you see in that gene that like you don't in some others, or what's kind of the new thing? You know what I mean? Like, is it pattern for you, or is it
For
color?
me, it's the pattern. It's the
Yeah.
pattern it throws. I think for me that's what keeps my eye because my buddy Daryl was the one that really put me on to it. He just picked up two. He picked up a pastel paint and a I believe super pastel paint and the pattern. Man, I love like the wacky, crazy,
Me too.
and what paint does. Yeah, that's why I got the confusion gene, man. That's what I love. Accept the pattern.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man. Yeah,
Me
and that's
too.
the super version of paint is crazy, right? You know, like that's crazy. So
Yeah.
there's some room there for some
Right.
really
Definitely.
legit stuff.
For sure, for sure. That's what I was going to say too. The super is kind of like where it's at with that gene. Like, holy cow! I think like the super when it's going to touch some complexes out there, going to blow our minds. I think.
Right.
Yeah,
And that's what I'm looking at. Looking at picking up a female super. That's what I'm looking at. So I think I'm gonna wait until after Tinley. Yes, I'm ready for Tinley. So ready.
Yeah. Tinley's gonna be great, man.
I didn't.
Yes. Yeah. But
Remember,
yeah,
we.
I'm waiting after.
What's that? Oh, sorry, you're breaking up.
After Tinley, to do anything. I'm waiting on Tinley. I might see something at Tinley, so I'm not purchasing until Tinley.
Not going to pull the trigger till then. That's a good decision. I was going to give you advice for when you're at Tinley. Don't go out with Miguel past midnight.
Yes.
Anything past midnight, not good.
Yeah.
Pre-midnight, good to go.
I mean, to be honest, man, since this is my first time, I'm definitely looking to be out after hours. I mean, I'm sure my wife is. But I'm definitely looking to have some fun.
You're gonna come to the right place, man. Because I'm looking to have fun too, dude, for sure.
Yeah,
I will be out past
man.
midnight, and so will Adam. So I'm not too worried about it. So,
yeah,
I say I won't, but
yeah, he's over there talking a big game.
Yeah.
I'm usually the one that actually goes to sleep. Actually, I'm the one that talks a big game in the other direction, and then Adam's the one that stays out till 4. So,
yeah, I'm pretty excited, man. I'm just looking forward just to vibing with everybody and just putting faces to names and just I'm just excited, man. Like I've only been to the Repticon here in Norfolk, Virginia, which is pretty small.
Right.
So to be at a show of this magnitude, man, it's about to be crazy, man. Like I can't wait. I want to bed early every night so I can hurry get here.
Right. So are you trying to be there Friday night for the VIP experience?
I am. I already got my tickets. So I'm flying. My flight gets in Friday at 11.
Okay.
So I'm there Friday, Saturday, and I leave Sunday morning.
Right. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So Friday and Saturday is about to be crazy.
Yeah,
I got 2 days, so I'm making the most.
Yeah. I think Heather and I actually get in Wednesday, and we're gonna kind of go see some stuff around there. Our anniversary is always right around Tinley, so we're balanced.
Yeah, it's a tough. Right.
Yep. So we're balancing a little anniversary stuff, go do some stuff we want to do the reptile show.
Yeah.
So Wednesday, and then I think we're there, and we fly back out to California in the next Tuesday. So we got almost a week there.
Right. Yeah. That'll be good. Yeah, and I also, side note, I forgot to send you the dates for the house, so I'll do that also, Adam, since this is essentially just a phone call that we're chatting with everybody with. But all right, so I guess getting back to some, I guess, more nitty gritty. So what do you think you've noticed just in the time you've kind of taken that next leap into doing more investment level stuff and things like that with the hobby in general? What do you think you've seen changed or things that are more important to you now than they were in the past, I guess?
So I guess, Joe, I'm going to jump into what we talked about. I think this is the perfect time to go ahead and do that about the collection thing, because this hits
absolutely.
right with that. So for me, I want to have a small collection. I definitely don't want to have a huge collection because it's just me. My wife keeps helping me out, but it's really on me. So
Right.
I don't have a huge collection. So for me, I'm very selective now about bringing into BP collector. And it's tough, man. There's a lot out here, man. It's like everything I see, like I say, man, that's what I want. That's what I want. But if I did that, I would have crazy amount of ball pythons, man. So
Oh yeah, and so many.
so for me, on that, I'm really all in and confusion from Justin, man, and like now I'm just being just more selective, man, about my purchases and my investments.
Right.
Because in reality, I mean, people want to say it, but it is an investment. I mean, yeah, I'm passionate about it, and it's not a. But let's be real, if I'm about to breed ball pythons, I don't plan on keeping all of them back.
Right.
If I can make some amazing share with the community, then I mean that's definitely what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, dude,
and
no doubt. That's definitely not a negative. That's what is the driving force behind. I feel like the entire industry is that
right,
stuff right there. Because I mean, you would never have gotten bananas in Petco without this marketplace. So
exactly,
it's a weird
exactly.
thing. Yeah. I like that though. Being selective, picking out the snakes you want. Because we were talking about this. I don't have a ton of snakes here either. I think I'm just over that 35, maybe 40 now with the hatchlings. But yeah, it makes your purchases so much more calculated, and it makes you really have to plan ahead, and it makes those tough calls. The tough calls where you had to sell your first male.
Right. Yeah. I had way too many males. I didn't know those first. I really make some tough decisions, man, to reevaluate the direction I was going in, and my Bumby was not in. He wasn't in that plan. So
Right.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what makes it tough, man. Doing stuff like that, making those hard calls that the snake is there for an emotional reason, but you can't really, you don't have the space, and that's a bummer, man. I've had to do a couple of those myself, and it's not cool. It definitely sucks, but one of those got to do what you gotta do things.
Yep. Out here, man, a lot of heat, and it's so tough to just take. It's like. It's tough, man. It's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude. So I think that's like like you could look around the industry, right? And you see some people that have massive collections and how they're running it and doing it. And there's some people that are successful, and then you look also out there and there's a lot of boutique breeders, right, that are specializing in some things, producing some amazing animals. And I kind of felt like, that's kind of where I'm at too with, like I kind of want to target. I don't want to be huge. I don't want to own a warehouse with, 20,000 square feet worth of snakes, just because that's just not really where I want to take it. I kind of want to focus on some specific projects, line breed them, make them good, and go from there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keeping that focus too keeps you innovating, keeps you moving forward, keeps like you're always searching for that next thing. You're not, well, I made this year, now I want to reproduce that another 5 years. Like, no, I made this year, now I want to move forward. I want to always be progressing, and I feel like that's kind of the cool stuff about this hobby too, with like keeping that tight collection and then moving towards that investment level, because now you're looking for innovation, and so that's fun, I feel like.
Yeah.
And a prime example. So my male soul sucker, as y'all know, my pastel phantom, she's actually should be shedding tomorrow, and I'm pretty sure it's a prelay shed. So she's paired to my soul sucker, which is Granite, Hidden Gene Woman, and Lesser, and she's paired to my male Fire OD.
Right.
So,
right.
Based off,
it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, man, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what's in those eggs, man.
Yeah, the Who's Your Daddy
So
contest, those are awesome.
yeah. So based off what hatches out, I'm already looking at getting rid of my soul sucker because
Right.
and just to be real, I enjoyed him. He served his purpose. So now it's time to look at what can I fill that spot with now. That's kind of going to fine tune, the route I'm trying to go. Because I'm be real, he was an impulse buy. He was my second ball python I got from Dynasty Reptiles.
Right. Okay.
But I definitely kept him. I felt like he's a powerful male. He's a 3-gene male, and I love lesser hidden gene one-on granite. So I'll see what it's going to do with the pastel family. That's $80 to club. It could be a dual side clutch. I don't know.
Dude, yeah.
This is my first clutch. I'm just like, I'm hyped. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, dude.
my
It's
first
all,
one.
that's where it's at, man. It doesn't even
Anticipation
matter.
on hard work. Yeah.
Yeah, that time and just everything, man. So it's
And
That's lots.
dude, it's
Paper
validating too. You did
Yeah.
it. It's cool.
Yeah. Joel went a nice way. I was gonna go joke way. You spent a lot of paper towels.
Yeah, spin on a lot of paper towels, man.
Joking.
Yeah, it's.
I'm not
I like that.
sometimes.
So-
Sorry, Garrett.
Yeah. This is gonna be me being dumb. What is a soul sucker? That's a super, right?
No. So what it is? It's a 3-gene. All of the hidden gene woman,
Okay.
lesser. Those 3 genes make up the soul sucker.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's
Hidden
okay,
gene
that's
woman,
cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I didn't know if that was a super or if that was multiple genes.
no.
Yeah.
Most all the genes.
Yeah, that originated from Ralph Davis back in the day.
Yeah.
Doing the platy gene. He noticed
Right.
like something way different with it that his specific lessers were producing. That's kind of because there were
Right.
other lessers out there and they weren't doing the same thing. And he realized it was a separate gene after a couple generations. And then that came the platy gene.
Yeah.
Platy daddy.
Yeah, Platy Daddy. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a weird thing too. That the snake ideas
Yeah.
are weird in the industry sometimes, man.
Well, yeah, totally. And I mean, even imagine like the kind of the insight that Ralph had to have at that time, because I mean, there wasn't a ton of stuff out there, right?
No,
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
Like, I mean, Yellow Belly, you had Pastel, Spider, some things like that. But like he was bringing in a lot of new genes, trying to figure it out. I remember listening to him on one of his podcasts. Like he had way more failures than he did successes, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I think we're super fortunate today. Like I even like when I'm looking on Instagram and I see a new person kind of getting into the hobby and they're buying like a 2-gene pied. I'm like,
yeah. They're buying like a leopard, black pastel pied.
Yeah.
It has this big of pattern on it. Like, how are you gonna ID that?
Yeah.
But I'm like, wow, you're so fortunate to be able to jump into this and get that animal that's genetically powerful and beautiful at a reasonable price these days.
Yeah.
Where, before, shoot, that snake, 25, 30, 50 grand, you know what I'm saying? Like,
we are definitely standing on some shoulders of giants right now, for sure.
Seriously, man. Like, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Because I can imagine back then. Go ahead.
Oh, no. You first, man. You first. Yeah.
No, I was just going to say back then, pastel was such a huge thing. For me, like, I still love pastel. Like, a lot of people kind of throw shade at pastel.
Yeah.
But honestly, man, like, I love pastel. Like, pastel looks good in a lot of stuff. I know people kind of say pastel and clown don't go well together, but man, pastel, like, to be honest, even a simple gene, man.
Dude.
Yeah.
Pastel was Miguel's sleeper gene. Yeah. Because in all seriousness, dude, what does it do in Puzzle, dude? What does it do in Desert Ghost, man? He's Sunset. It looks great in Sunset.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was that really his sleeper gene? I forget. Was that
Yeah,
really what
I'm
it was?
pretty sure that's what he said. I'm pretty sure that's what he said. Yeah, pastel is his
That-
sleeper gene. And I
Yeah.
can almost rationalize it as actually being a sleeper gene because there's a lot of people throwing shade at it and people don't like it and
Yeah.
don't want it in it and you know. Yeah. I don't
Well,
know.
you know,
Yeah.
I think there's a ton of bad examples out there. You know what I'm saying? And
There you go.
it is those genes that can ruin kind of certain other genes by just
Right.
really muddying it
Yeah.
up, right? You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Yeah.
You have to be selective where you kind of plop it
Right.
down,
Right.
but it's majorly impactful when it works right. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's good.
Dude,
Yeah.
yeah. Does great in Desert Ghost. Dude, does so good in Desert Ghost.
Yeah, it's kind of it whacks it out. Oh man, chat tonight, Sean, has been going off. We've got a good chat. Just want to give shout out real quick to chat tonight.
Yeah, I've been kind of looking at it a little bit, kind of dropping a little comments. All right, so everybody in the chat, like, I really appreciate y'all tuning in. Like, it definitely means a lot to me. I mean, like, I feel like everybody's time is precious, you know what I mean? So, for y'all to take the time to, you know, come show, you know, little me some support, it definitely means a lot to me. I definitely appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah. Heck yeah, we appreciate it too. It's this has already been I feel like a pretty cool conversation,
Yeah.
and some things I feel like we haven't ever really touched on before, like, you know, some of the, like, I'm gonna call it Facebook shaming, and, you know, people getting so bent out of shape over people doing things one way and not the other, and like we just you know, we don't need that kind of stuff here, really. You know, it just doesn't proliferate the hobby whatsoever. So that was kind of a cool topic. I like that. So I had some, I guess, random sort of questions here. Do you have any other species? I know we were kind of talking about something like that.
So, I have a gargoyle gecko that I got from Tiki Gecko.
Yeah.
That's actually in my daughter's room. So my daughter wants to breed a dragon. So I said, to show that you're responsible, I'm going to put, his name's Goliath from, you know, back in the day, the cartoon, remember that cartoon come on back in the day?
What was
Which
it?
one?
Gargoyles.
Gargoyles.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Named after the
I'm a knife.
like the head, you know.
Yeah.
Like, so my daughter asked him to show me that she can be responsible. She wants to beard a dragon. So the plan is to, hopefully she's not listening, but
Right.
process. And I have a tegu. I just got her about 3 weeks ago, which is my dream reptile.
Tegus,
Yeah.
man, those are cool big lizards. Like,
Yeah.
is that a
Yeah,
monitor
she
or
is.
a lizard, or what is that? Or is it just a tegu?
Oh, the scientific name? You gonna make us do that now, Joel?
Yeah, no,
Jeez.
I didn't know if that was like, I didn't know if it was like considered a monitor. Like, what point does a lizard turn into a monitor?
No, it's not a monitor.
Okay,
No.
that's what I didn't know. I didn't want to say lizard and everybody be like, dude, those are monitors. What are you talking about? So,
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the monitor is a lizard, though. You're totally correct with the lizard statement.
okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Disregard. We'll cut that out. We're gonna cut that part out.
Right. Yeah, man. She's huge, man. So, as I said, I just ago, and she's already in fruition. So, yeah. So I've only had to really work with her, and she's already under. Yeah.
No way. That's cool, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
And you're talking about you can like clicker train them and do all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to clicker train and everything, man. So it sucks because like I was kind of freaking out. So like, man, she hasn't eaten like she used to eating, and then she just ate a little bit and she just stopped.
Right.
So I checked. I guess my thing was I didn't want to dig her up, but I also want to make sure she was good.
Yeah.
So I kind of dug up a little bit and just looked her, and like she poked her head up, looked at me, took a bite of food, and went back.
Right.
You know, it was pretty cool. Yeah, like she like pretty much told me to piss off. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
It's like
right.
it's like me on a Sunday morning. What are you doing?
Right,
This is way too early.
right. Yeah. So I reached out to a few people, research, and they said, yeah, man, she's in brumation. Just let her be. So yeah, I'm just letting her do her thing, man, and I'll, you know.
Yeah. That's cool, man. What do you have her housed in? I've seen like people house them in like big water troughs and stuff like that. Like, I don't. What do you
So Actually, yeah, she's still a baby, so she's in a Exoterra large low, which is a 40 guy. And have the substrate is reptile prime mixed with reptisoil, which it's like topsoil with the reptiles, reptile friendly soil. Mixed together for humidity. Got a few hides, basking area, food ditch. Yeah, man, and she's
cool,
good.
Man. Yeah, that's cool.
We're at Reptile. I don't know if y'all seen the reptile cages on Instagram. Have y'all seen them?
I don't know if I have, man.
Yeah, but I'm already working with.
That's the company name is Reptile Cages.
Yeah, Reptile Cages. I forgot his name. He has a few tails. He's been helping me out a lot, but he's already going to be kind of working on enclosure for adult enclosure. So I'm already working on that because I know she's gonna grow quick. So
Right, yeah, and lizards, they need a lot of room too. So that's something
they
consider.
Adam got me cracking up.
Oh man,
yeah.
That's have plans on breeding.
No, right now I don't. As of right now, I don't have. But I thought the same thing about ball pythons.
Yeah, you never know. Right?
I don't know, but as of right now, just a pet.
Yeah, that's cool.
But you got a pretty genetically powerful tegu, right? Like it's like this is a morph, right? Of them.
Yeah, she's a super. So as she gets older, she's gonna be pretty much predominantly white. So which is gonna be.
And what was that again? You cut out.
Super glacier titan.
Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah. Okay. I didn't know that there was like extensive morphs with tegus.
I didn't know either, man. I was talking to the guys over at Tropical Reptiles of Florida. That's where I got it from, and they were like just dropping major knowledge on me, man.
Right,
so yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, it is cool. It's
valuable. Yeah, man, that's like I love meeting people like that are into something that like I haven't researched, and then they open your eyes like, hey, look at all this out here. You're like, what?
This
that's Heather. That's when Mrs. Beach Bum gives me that glare. I see that look, dude.
Yeah, dude. She sees that twinkle in your eye.
It's different to read up on something versus somebody, So I think that adds value as well. Talk to the actual person, gain knowledge that way as well versus read. I mean, I think they both have benefits.
Dude, 100%. Yeah. And then there's that next level, actually having it. That's the next stage,
Yeah, like I said, man, that's my dream reptile. Man, I've always wanted to take, man. So we just got our first house a few months ago, and my wife was grateful enough that she let me have my own room for my reptiles. So she said, "Keep your shenanigans in there." So that's what I'm doing.
Heck yeah, dude. Yeah, I like your setup, dude. You got the flag and you got your logo and that sticker on the couch, man. It's legit.
Yeah, that's
nice, man. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. That's reptile room goals for me right there. To be honest, like I want a place like I have like somewhere to sit down, like logo looks like really nice in there. I feel like your room looks so clean and tight, dude. I like it a lot.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah. Still got a lot I want to do. It's definitely coming along though.
That's what makes it fun, man. Yeah, that's what makes it fun. You have room to expand, and because of that, now you're gonna be hunting.
Yeah.
And that's what's fun.
the thing. Yeah, more room just equals more reptiles.
Yep. And that's what I've learned to realize too, man. Yep.
All right, so we're right around that 6:50. I was thinking about hitting you with some lightning round questions if you wanted to tackle those, and then we can hand it over to Chat and let Chat harass me probably of my earlier mistake. But yeah, all right, you ready, man?
Yep, I'm ready.
All right. So lightning round: would you rather vacation in Hawaii or Alaska? Hawaii. Okay.
I'm not a fan of cold.
I'm there with you.
Yeah, that's fair. So what is your favorite candy?
Kit Kats.
Kit Kats, dude. Those are some of my all-time favorites, man. I've been on a real $100,000 kick lately, but Dude,
Yeah.
Kit Kats, dude. Holy hell. Those are so good.
But the key with that, it can't be in the fridge.
What was that?
Breaking up.
So the Kit Kat's got to be in the fridge.
Oh,
They gotta be cold.
dude.
Yeah.
Critical.
Even the
critical.
freezer's bomb.
Yeah.
I've freezed sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, Reese's. Same thing with the Reese's, man. That has to be refrigerated, dude.
Yeah.
That's a clutch technique right there. Actually, that was a good add to that. So okay, are you a bath or a shower kind of guy?
Shower, but my wife makes me soap.
There you go. All right.
It's my
So
wife
you're a,
is
you're
sick
a
of soap.
forced bather.
Yeah, I am. I'm definitely not afraid to admit it. You know.
Dude, that's enough, dude. I light the candles, man. Get in there, get that bath bomb ready, dude. Handle
Hold
it.
on, Joe. Man, hold on.
Okay. So, this is a fill in the blank. So fill in the blank. Taylor Swift is, and then you have to fill it in.
In trouble.
What did you just say? Did you say a troll?
Taylor, I said you're about to be in trouble.
I didn't get it again.
I didn't get it again. What is it?
Taylor Swift is, she's a great looking woman.
Right. Okay.
I'll leave
I
it
feel
at
like that just went total PC from
I
where.
know, yeah. I know you said troll in the beginning. I know you said.
Oh no. Oh man, no. Oh
I
man,
was like,
that's
dude, troll, just going for it. I like it. All right.
no. Oh man.
Okay. So boxers or briefs? Last question.
Oh, definitely briefs.
Dude, okay.
Gotta keep it snug.
Yeah.
Gotta keep it snug.
All right, yeah. I like where your head's at, man. I'm the same way on that. Finally, I can agree with somebody on a clothing article.
Yeah.
Button or fly. We got to do it.
Butterfly jeans.
Said what?
Button or fly.
No, fly, man. I gotta have a zipper, man. I can't
zipper.
buttons. I can't mess with buttons.
Yeah, well, there we go.
Yeah.
Sorry, Joel. I had to do it.
It's funny because I think my wife, she bought me a pair of button-up jeans from American Eagle, and I told her, I need you to go take these back right now. No.
This is not. I do not stand for this in this house.
I mean, to each his own, but
okay, here it is.
I ain't got time to be finagling with buttons down there. I need to zip it up and keep it moving.
Okay, I get it. All right, it's a speed issue. Right, okay, I got it. Yeah. I get it. Okay, sorry, dude. I like to take my time, okay? Sorry.
Hey, man, like I said,
I don't
to
want
each
any mistakes, all right? I don't want any mistakes. You got to consider that, man. I'm a little, I'm a little slow in the head, so I got to slow it down.
We got you, man.
It's the special ed version, It makes me, I don't know. Anyways.
I tried, though.
Don't touch his ears. Just don't touch his ears.
Yeah. No.
Nobody got the.
Yeah, don't touch his ears.
The movie reference.
Yeah. Isn't that
Something about Mary?
What?
Something about Mary.
Okay, yeah. I was gonna say that's with.
I love that
Cameron
movie. That movie's hilarious.
Yeah, Kirsty loves that movie. Anyways, okay, so lightning round's over. We want to open it up to chat. I saw a real quick question that I feel like we've covered from Mr. Cusco, though, but he was wondering if you are going to Tinley.
Yes, I am going to Tinley. I will be there Friday. I get in Friday morning, so I'll be there Friday, and I'll be there Saturday, and I leave out Sunday. So I'm going to be there and just taking it all in and just looking forward to meeting everybody. So yes, BP Collector will be in the building. Also, if you don't know, my name is Sean.
Yeah.
That's my name. My name is Sean.
Yeah,
so,
that's like a critical thing to do too. Is to be able to be like, wait, who do I know you from? And then people say their Instagram name. You're like, oh yeah, we talk all the time. Like, why do I know your name?
Yeah.
So true.
Yeah.
I know. I'm horrible. I'm probably gonna forget your name after this, after the show. So it took me like a year to learn Joel's
I was
name.
gonna say Adam still doesn't know my name half the time. I feel like
Yeah.
I can't use a zipper, but he can't remember anybody's name. So I mean, it's what can you?
We're a pair.
Yeah.
We're just a pair.
Yeah. But okay, so chat questions. I don't know. I feel like I caught a couple, and I had one. I had one saved. Nick asked it from Renowned.
Okay.
And I was trying to see.
Yeah, chat. If y'all got any question, like I said, I'm an open book.
Yeah,
Ask me any.
Nick, you asked a question. I lost it. I couldn't remember what it was about.
Well, I don't see Will Morrow's in here, so let's ask the infamous sleeper gene question.
Yeah, sleeper gene.
Oh man. Damn it. That's because I knew this question was coming and I was trying to prepare for it, but it's just like it's tough, man. It's so much stuff out here. Like I'm gonna stick with paint.
Yeah.
Paint. Yeah.
I like it.
I think that's a great gene, man. And we were talking about that earlier. If anybody just jumped in here new, but paint's cool, man. The super paint's really cool. Oh, that's what it was. Just reminded me. Renowned was asking about what you thought about lace and white lace.
I just saw a video that O'Malley's Morph put out.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all saw that. He did one of those lace stuff, man. I actually like the lace gene. But I don't think that's the direction that I'm going in.
Yeah.
But I do like the lace gene though. Like I said, it's so much stuff, man. It's tough when you're trying to keep a small collection. It's tough, man. But yeah, definitely like the lace gene.
Dude,
definitely.
Yeah. And that is like something we were talking about earlier, is how you have to be so specific now because you don't have so much room. So it makes you very focused, and so it is tough because I would love that lace stuff. Like the white lace I think is really cool. I also really like paint, but my problem is I already have like 9 codoms that I really need to get into one snake, and so it's like, dude, I gotta slow down.
Right, definitely, man. Seriously. I got a question from
man.
Reggie. I think Reggie's Urban Jungle just dropped a question.
Yeah, he was asking if you're going to the CRB next year, the Canadian show.
That's in Canada, right?
Uh-huh.
Yes, the plan is yes. Because I've never been in Canada. I want to visit, so the plan is yes to go to CRB next year, definitely.
Yeah, that was a bummer we missed this year. I was really looking forward to that, but next year we'll go with each other.
Yeah, for sure.
We had favorite music artist.
Oh,
so it's tough because I have a very diverse background in music. I love everything, man. Like, so it's kind of tough, man. Cause I kind of listen to a little bit of everything. Like, I listen to a lot of stuff.
Me too, man. I'm all over the place. I don't really think that there's bad music. I just think there's bad timing.
Yeah, and for me, I'm very big into lyrics. Like, big into the message. Like, first the lyrics, and then it's the beat, like the tune. But if the message isn't on point, then I'm kind of I can't really get down.
Yeah, and that's what sucks. I feel like with a lot of like modern music right now, it's more beat focused than lyric focused, which is a bummer.
That's what I miss about old school music. That's what I miss about old school music, man.
Dude.
Lyrics on a level.
Yeah.
Hey, Joel, I think your camera's back.
I prepared for this. I didn't.
Just so anybody that was wondering, we run a completely professional show over here. So we're top-notch quality all the way. No, I'm joking.
Dude, 110%. But look at that. Just like that. It's dialed in. Just, we have backup cameras. We have everything. That's how professional we are. So,
there we go.
Okay, so we got Nas or Jay.
Nas or Jay? That's tough. I'm gonna have to go with Nas, man. I'm going Nas on that one. Nas.
Renowned has Jay.
Yeah, Nas, because Nas has that. He still has that old school vibe to him, man. Yeah. His lyrics.
Right.
Well, yeah. Is this pre-born again or is this post-born?
That's a good question.
That's a good question.
There's always an angle, man.
Yeah. His new album is pretty decent, though. His new album is pretty decent.
Yeah, I've heard some songs on it that I thought were pretty good too. I agree.
Joe, go.
Hey, Austin from Ball and Chains wanted to know how's the retirement life treating you over there.
Oh man, retirement is great. It was sooner than I wanted to. I did 13 years in the Coast Guard, and I'm gonna go into the deep end on this. I'm open book. So in 2017, I got diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. So I got diagnosed with MS, autoimmune disease, and it was tough, man. I'm not gonna lie. Mentally, it was tough, you know. And again, my wife, man, she held me down like 100%, man. And you know, for me, it was tough because I had plans of doing 20 years, man, making chief, making warrant, which is a high-ranking thing in the military, and I made E6.
Right.
And I tried to fight to stay in, man. I tried my hardest to fight, man. But I feel like everything happens for a reason. So I kind of like was done fighting. I can tell they wasn't gonna budge on it. So you know, I mean, I got a medical retirement out of it, and
Right.
yeah.
Man, that's a big that had to be kind of like a big thing in your life, dude. Like, so
Life-changing.
cheers to you. Yeah, super life changing to jumping right back.
It is, man. Yeah, definitely. It is, man. But you know, it's all good, man. I'm big on being mentally strong. You know what I mean? So, and I honestly can say right now, I live my life like I don't have MS, and that's a great thing to say. Like, it is,
For
man.
sure.
So,
Yeah, definitely, dude. Yeah,
That's
Yeah,
super
dude.
inspiring, dude.
that's stuff I like.
But
to
yeah,
hear.
retirement life is great. I'm loving it, and my wife loving it too, because she leaves me a honey-do list every damn day, and do this, do that, and get the meals ready. So, you know,
That's cool.
You're the guy right now, man. You're the guy.
yeah, it's good. It's nice. I'm not gonna lie, like it's
Right.
definitely it's
Right.
nice.
Dude, I
I
like
definitely put my time in, you know. So yeah.
that. So you think you'll ever make it out here to any West Coast shows?
Definitely. I've never been to Cali before, so I would love to visit Cali, you know.
Right.
So honestly, like, if I can, like, next year, I want to do like just a year of just like hitting all the shows. If I can, you know, I got to speak to the boss about all that, but I want to hit the show in Arlington, a show in California. I want to go to Canada,
Yeah.
you know. I mean, if I can, but the plan is just to hit all the shows.
Yeah. I think it's like a really good thing to do. Is hit as many shows as you can around the United States.
Yeah, network. It's fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For sure. Well, hey, if you come out to January, or if you're gonna do California, come out to the January show. It's moving to Anaheim.
Okay.
Here.
Yeah.
But,
So it's right next to Disneyland. Dude,
Yeah.
whole event, man.
Oh, nice. That's
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, man. You gotta come on out. That'd be fun.
Okay, this is a
we got-
kind of a funny question. Who do you want to see on Reptiles Unplugged?
Oh, Reptiles Unplugged. Who do I want to see? Let me think about this, man. It's a lot of people. You know, I want to see, because he's kind of like, he's doing some cool stuff. He's kind of quiet. You know, he's trying to stay under the radar,
Okay.
and I want to put him in the spotlight. My boy, from Reggie's Urban Jungle.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I would love to see him on, because he's trying to be like real secretive. So I think we need to put him in the spotlight. You know, at some point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right on.
I like that.
Yeah.
Might have to figure that out.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, definitely.
I'm gonna put you on the spot.
I've seen his Instagram. Yeah, definitely. It's cool.
Yeah.
Like,
He
yeah,
actually went to
Reggie's.
CRB this year. He was up there at Bill Mutation facility. Yeah, man. So, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
cool.
He's. I feel like he's always on here.
Yep.
Pretty consistently.
Yeah. Yeah, he is. He's definitely a good dude, man. He's a good dude.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we had another question.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Where did it go? What gene do you think makes the best super form?
Oh, man.
Hmm.
Damn. A tough question. God dang it.
Yeah, that is a good question. I like that question.
Let's see.
You know
if
what?
you want to blame somebody for the question, that would be KY constrictors and exotics.
Yes. yes. Take the
To be
blame.
honest, man, I got to give a shout out to Ozzy, man, because his Super Orange Dreams, my goodness.
Dude, yeah. Yeah,
It-
it's pretty silly, man.
It just brings a whole new, like, his Super Orange Dreams are just, like, off the charts, man. Like,
Right. Right.
I mean, that's what came to my head, man, was
Yeah.
Ozzy, his Super Orange Dreams, man.
No wrong answer, and that's a good one at that. So
Yeah,
Dude.
I mean, but To be honest, man, I think I honestly don't think you can go wrong with any super. To be honest, man, I
Right,
think
dude.
they're just
I agree.
Mhm.
I agree.
like Super's throwing that guarantee. You know, it kind of throws in that guarantee. That's what I love about supers, man. So
Yeah,
I mean,
you'd
I
never
got a
get a
whole
normal.
box for me.
You'd never-
yeah, James said super asphalts. Definitely, yeah, I was thinking about that too. Super asphalts. I
Yeah,
was thinking
dude.
Yeah.
too.
The act like supers, past the highways, the
Mhm.
there's a,
You have
there's a
the
few others like that. Spark for
Yeah,
the super
like
stripe stuff.
yeah,
Yeah,
vanilla and stuff
vanilla
like that.
creams. Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
dude. Yeah, and then blue-eyed Lucy's, obviously all of the leucistic group. Dude, that's can't go wrong with that. Everybody likes a white
Yeah.
snake, you know.
Yeah.
What's yours, Joel? What do you think your favorite super is out there?
Highways, man. I know it's not a super really, but I
It's an
really
act
like
like super.
highways. Yeah,
But
yeah.
I even like the super asphalt, super gravel stuff.
Me too.
Like,
a lot.
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's kind of. I think that's a pretty impactful animal.
Yeah. I think
And
like
not-
the most impactful, something like that. I think if I got like a lineup, I would choose obviously the super gravel or super asphalt.
Yeah.
Right.
But I think the look, as far as like a look goes, the highways I think are my favorite.
Yeah, and it's cool, man. 'Cause I saw the video Gavin put out. He was comparing the freeways to the highways, and I mean they're both amazing. It just depends on like the look you're going for, you know.
Right.
But they're both amazing.
Yeah, I thought that was great content he put out. I hadn't seen anybody do like a direct comparison
Right.
in
Like
one
side
video.
by side. Right. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what
well,
I'm
it's
saying?
one of those genes, man, where it's almost like you pick your camp and you stick to it. You know?
Yeah. Definitely.
Well, yeah, kind of. Yeah, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I feel
it
like
does.
there's not a lot of people that have like both readily available doing that kind of stuff.
And that's a direction I'm going as well. I have a super pastel, super ivory, possible het hypo female that I'm growing up.
Dude.
So I'm trying to
Holy
debate
cow.
which direction I want to go, gravel or asphalt. I don't
Right.
know yet, but you know what? I was talking to MJ, man. So me and MJ got some stuff going on. So I'm trying to figure out which direction I want to go in.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
The MJ Cartel.
Oh yeah, man. That's my boy, man. Yeah.
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 He's
It is a
been
great
fired,
guy, dude.
Man, that dude is real. Yeah.
I like MJ a lot too.
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest fan, but it's whatever.
Yeah.
Thank you for taking that road there, Joel. Because I've been that guy all night. Like I didn't.
I had to step up, you know. I had to get there a little bit.
Right. Yeah. That's funny.
But yeah, man. I mean, so I don't know. We're kind of, you know, just past that hour mark. We like to stay right around there. I don't know if we have any more questions out there, Adam. I was actually, honestly, I wasn't paying attention. I was watching more than I was reading, so I didn't know if anything was cool out there that I missed. But
We had one additional one. It was thoughts on the Tri-Stripe project.
Okay,
Sean.
yeah.
Oh, definitely. I love the Tri-Stripe is amazing. Again, that's I'm all for Tri-Stripe. Maybe in the future I go that direction, but again, as of right now, I'm not going in the direction. But Tri-Stripe is definitely. I seen somebody post a Tri-Stripe Ultramare. It was something else in it, man, but that thing was crazy.
Yeah, well, Will Moros has that banana tri-stripe that's really pretty. Really pretty.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, banana Tri-Stripe is real nice looking. Definitely.
Yeah, he did that at that Pomona show last year.
Okay. Yeah.
That at my house for a little bit. I kept telling him.
Should have kept
like,
it, man.
Well, it disappeared. I'd text him every
Dude, it
once in a while.
got out. That banana tri-stripe got out.
Yeah.
The only one that keeps getting out. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah.
No, I'm just...
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Tri-Stripe's cool. I think it's there's some stuff to do with it that we haven't seen yet. You know what I'm saying? And it's starting to hit that price range, I think, too, that people are more willing to jump in on it, you know?
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Yeah, for the longest time. I mean, that's an old gene. Tri-Stripe has been out for a long time. Like, it's not.
I didn't know. I didn't know that. You know, I'm still, I'm still new, so that's good to know that it's been around for a good little minute.
It has, yeah, but there just hasn't been a ton of work with it, and you know, we've only seen very select things. I think there's a bunch to do with it still, and it's kind of hitting that $2,000 mark as far as you being able to probably get
A visual.
like maybe with like a combo in it, maybe
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
3 range, which is good.
Right.
So we got to know what your glasses frames are, what the brand is.
What the brand is?
Yeah.
You're talking about these on my eyes. These
Yeah,
glasses.
Yeah.
Ray-Ban.
Ray-Ban. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Waist Constrictors want to know what the frames were.
Yeah. Post.
KY is trying to stir up trouble over here. He wants to know who your favorite YouTuber is.
Yeah, I was avoiding that damn question. I saw
it. No.
Isn't it Taylor Swift?
So this is what I'm going to say. I don't have a favorite, but the two people that got me started to make a channel was Miguel and Brian. Brian, definitely, man. Brian edits are like, to this day, man, it motivates me, man. Like, man, his stuff is like another level.
Dude, he puts time into that.
And the thing with Miguel, I like how he includes his family. So hopefully in the future, I can get my family more involved in my channel. But to be honest, man, those are the two that really, like, when I first started, they were the two that really kind of made me really do, make a channel and start putting out content.
Well, good, dude.
Yeah.
We're glad to have you, man. I love watching your stuff, and I know you've been pumping out a lot of kind of like I feel like showing who you really are, and like talking about like some things that are outside of this, like trying to inspire people and do stuff like that. So it's pumped that you made that jump.
Yeah, definitely, man. Because I'm very big on adding value, man. Like no matter what, whether it's ball pythons, your mental state, whatever you got going on, man. I just feel like that's what I love about social media, man. Like even though my platform is Reptiles, but I feel like I still want people to get to know me, man. I want to get to know y'all as well. So, and just to end it off, man, I want to kind of like just throw something to the community, man. Y'all know I'm big on positive vibes, man. Like that positive energy, positive people, man. So to be honest, man, like I feel like I'm one of the most positive people in the community, and that's not me being cocky. That's me just saying. So just imagine if everybody in this hobby could say that I'm the most positive person in this community. Just imagine where this community would be at right now.
Right.
It's deep, man. So I just feel like I love this community, man, and I appreciate everybody's support. Adam and Joel, man, thanks for having me on here. I'm definitely humbled, grateful, man, and it's just been a blast, man. It's just been a good time.
Dude. Well, we're obviously, we're super pumped to have you, and I really like that, like what you just said. Imagine if everybody could say that. Imagine if everybody could say you are the most positive person here. Like that's instrumental, dude. That'd be triumphant, to hear that.
And I definitely see this community headed that way. You know what I mean? But I just feel like people gotta learn to stay in their own lane. Like everybody wants to dibble and dabble what somebody's got going on. Like just focus on you and yours. Interact, vibe with people, but everybody does stuff different. There's, like I said, that's more than one way to do something right. So stay in your own lane, focus on you, and man, let's just grow together. You know what I mean? So
heck yeah.
That right there, I love it. Words of wisdom right there, man. So thank you.
Dude,
thank
100%, man.
Awesome.
All right, guys. Well, again,
get going though. So we've talked about Instagram, YouTube, but what are your channels or what are the ways people can find you for anybody that hasn't met you yet, know who you are? So
so you can find me on Instagram at BP Collector. That's BP _COLLECTOR, and then same thing on YouTube, BP Collector. I'm the only one. So any support, I always appreciate it. And my next YouTube video, I'm gonna speak on that, the support and everything. So
definitely.
But then, man, I'll support. Like seriously, thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, and two, if you're watching this anywhere, you can click the links in the description that takes you to both of Sean's YouTube and Instagram. So that's kind of all lined up for you. We made it easy for you, so go and do it. That's all we have to say.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Also, Sean.
Yeah,
man. Talk with you, bro.
Yeah, thank you so much, and thank you, chat. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for everybody that showed up, man. Show love. Thank y'all so much.
Yep. All right, guys. Well, until next time. Thank you
y'all
again.
intently.
Yeah, here we go. All right, see you guys later.
All right. Good night.